Hi guys, what is going on? And welcome back to episode 8, maybe, of Medieval Total War 2. I can't remember what episode number we're on now. Where we are very slowly and not particularly skillfully working to capture the world as England. So where were we last time? We had a bit of sort of consolidated our conquests in Northern Europe, in Northern France basically. And I think we are now at war with the Holy Roman Empire, which we are, so we're beginning to march our king perhaps down towards Metz, where we intend to lay siege and try and capture that castle. We sent our army over to Lisbon and captured the city here, which is good. I was quite pleased with that. We can actually retrain some of these people. Let's set some of them off. And then we're probably going to be able to expand out from here and start to capture more territory, maybe eliminate some of the Spanish and the rest of the Portuguese army. Let's get our fleet docked up. And then over, obviously, in the Middle East, we are very slowly getting ourselves sorted. We finally found our little hidden city over in the bottom, which took me ages to find. And we also captured Jeddah, didn't we? So probably once Jeddah has been settled for a little while, been turned into a fort, we'll look at moving what little remnants of the army across, and we'll go and lay siege to Dongola. Try and capture that, and then everything should be sorted over here, and then we can start to progress onwards. It looks like there's rebel settlement. Oh, that's actually Sicilian. And the cities over here seem pretty happy, so that's all looking pretty good. So let's go and check. First things first, what can we build in some of these places? What have we got that needs to be constructed? We have an admiralty. What does it actually do? Naval recruitment cost reduced by 20%, experience bonus for ships with cannons. Well, we haven't got cannons yet. It's not all that useful, probably. Or we can have a militia drill square. Have one of them. Anywhere else that's got anything useful to build? Jerusalem can probably just have a small church. We'll have a port, which might increase trade. I don't think it's going to make me any more money. We're a bit short on finances, so I'm really only trying to buy things that are going to generate me more income. So, I think we're pretty much done. Oh no, we're going to move this army obviously down to Metz, won't we?
They'll wish they'd never been born, sire.
And we should be able to lay siege
We
to
go
them
no
next turn,
further
hopefully.
today.
So, let's press it to the next turn and see how things go. Let's knock the sound down a bit. It sounds pretty loud, doesn't it? Go quickly. Stop walking slowly, Cardinal. Well, the Holy Roman Empire is laying siege to Antwerp with about 4 men by the looks of it. It's not. I can't imagine going to go particularly well for them.
My liege, we must make a stand. This is a brilliant spot to spring a deadly trap, sire.
Just AI moving around. Nothing much exciting going on. Oh, someone died. Probably killed for heresy. The crusade grows. Oh, there's a crusade against Antioch, I believe.
Where to,
Which I was just sending my spy to go and have a look at.
watching from the shadows.
There's not a lot there. It'd be kind of cool to capture Antioch, but we've not even got Acre yet, so it's probably not really worth it. We're not kind of in a position yet, are we? We've still got too many troops dotted around and trying to sort of get things sorted. So let's go through our, through our messages. Oh, our agent's a little bit better. Cardinal promoted, don't care, don't care, don't care, still don't care. Nothing of much. Crusade grows. The Papal States have joined the crusade. The Pope has joined his own crusade. Okay. Settlement sieged. Oh yeah, Antwerp. So what are we being besieged by? Not a lot. A couple of horses and... Not, I mean,
Hail,
to
my
be honest,
king.
how can we
By
possibly
your
lose that?
will, sire, we shall live. By God's will, we
Go away.
have struck an order.
So, let's lay siege to
sire.
Metz.
Moving to crush the enemy.
I won't be able to conquer them this
Besieging
turn.
the cowards, my liege.
So,
Patiently awaiting
obviously
to
have to wait.
breach and butcher,
no,
sire.
we can't buy anything like that. So,
Yes.
obviously the Holy Roman Empire now hates me. We'll probably get excommunicated again soon. We normally do for this sort of thing. Is that a Spanish army? Or Spanish diplomat. Okay, and now let's go through our building queues as well. Because blimey, there's a lot of people here, isn't there? Let's get some of these. Let's bring the fleet, the Grand Fleet, back over to London and start to move some of these people back over to the continent, because there's no use just them all being sat in London. But let's go through our building queues anyway. Paris can build something else. We'll probably build ballista towers, since it's a little bit of a dangerous spot. Some dirt roads. So Cairo, we could have a huge cathedral, which would be cool, but not going to generate me any more income. And public order's not too bad at the moment. So my main thoughts are things that are going to make me money. So probably communal farming. Jeddah can have its wooden castle upgrade. That's one building. Nothing to build there. Oh, irrigation is expensive, isn't it? Increase in tradable goods, more merchant wharf. Or, yeah, let's go with that. What have we got down here? Roads. No, you can just have roads. Edinburgh, could probably do the farming. And I'm about out of money, to be honest. I think at that. We'll keep us a little bit of money back. It's almost everything, but we're pretty short on money now. So, what's going on with Jerusalem? So we've got a leader there. We've got a leader in most of our cities. I don't know if we've got a leader down in Jeddah as well. We have got a guy down in Jeddah. The public order should be fine here, I would have thought. So we can probably leave with the bulk of the armoured forces. What happens if I step out with that lot? They seem to stay relatively content, don't they? So we'll leave with that lot. Board the boat. And then let's go and put them ashore here. Where old Perkin, who should be reasonably loyal, he is, can head over and lay siege to Dongola, which is his plan. Cool. So that's all good. And we can now disband that fleet, because that's only costing us income per turn. And we don't need it. We probably don't need these boats here either, really. For now. We can recruit more if we need to, because they're costing me, you know, it's like what, 180 each, so we're approaching 1,000 just to keep those guys in service. We'll keep the large army at Cairo, mostly just to deal with the public order issues, to be honest. And obviously got a fairly large army at Jerusalem as well, which probably need to be retrained, most of the guys there if possible, but we haven't really got the money and we can't really be affording to recruit more units out there at the moment anyway. So, I think that's probably about it for this turn, isn't it? Not a lot going on. Sort of consolidating our position at Portugal a little bit. Let's get some of these units retrained, although they're mostly just retraining body armour. I think nothing of particular use. There's nothing really around me for me to attack. Anyway, so next turn. Portuguese diplomat, has he got anything useful to say? I'd accept a ceasefire if he wants to offer one, but I suspect he's just doing formalities.
I bear a message that you would be both goodbye.
Yes.
It has been a pleasure.
And we have Lisbon from you, that's what I wanted. Gives me a base of operations over there. Oh, a heretic got killed. The rebel army is a rebel? A rebel? A wibble wobble wibble. A rebel army is marching around. A heretic has just walked right in front of my cardinal. We shall try and burn him. No, is my cardinal lit? I bet my cardinal has just died. What's happened to my man? My priest died as a heretic walked into view. Damn it. Okay. That wasn't quite what I'd had in mind. Okay. So maybe we should look to be starting to push on. My worry is that Jerusalem is going to struggle a bit from a public order point of view. But perhaps it'll be okay. If we recruit 2 more units and then next turn we can go and lay siege to Acre. With Henry the Crusader continuing his crusade across the Middle East slowly.
Your corpse will be
Rebels.
thrown to the dogs.
Okay, I'm happy.
Leave me
There's
be,
actually a pirate
infidel.
fleet down there.
Yes. We shall slaughter them, my
Continue
lord.
their long walk over this way.
God's servant.
These guys are all okay. You're building and everything. We can maybe send some of the troops from Gaza. It doesn't need to be super well defended, does it? I'm not sure it needs a family member there, to be honest. I'd rather have a family member in Jerusalem.
Hail, my
So maybe
king.
we can look at moving some of the armoured units out. How many enemies
Once
have
I
they got
capture
here?
you,
Not a
your
lot.
title will mean nothing, infidel. My lord. sire. Hail my king.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, consolidate the horses.
My lord.
Scrap you.
Hail my king.
You lot are going to move to Jerusalem. I know you're unhappy. More unhappy than I thought you were going to be, actually. Normally castles don't suffer so much from problems with civil unrest. But we'll recruit a few more units then, just to be on the safe side. And we're starting to bolster the garrison at Jerusalem, of course. So I'm happy with everything over there. Obviously, Lisbon's just doing its thing. Let's look what if any buildings we've got we can upgrade. They're going to continue to give us more money. Money to support our armies. Market. If there's nothing that's going to generate any money for me to build, like here for example, there's no point. I'm not going to build any money. I've not got enough money to waste on things like that at the moment. Okay. Yeah, we're still suffering a bit from poverty, to be honest. I thought we would have more money than we do. I don't know where most of our money is going. We've perhaps got quite a large army over here in Carnarvon now, which we don't need, do we? If we've got troops anywhere else, we don't need them. Got all these bloody generals in London as well, and our fleet. Our fleet's obviously quite expensive for us to maintain. Pieces of them now. But I think it's worthwhile having quite a good large fleet. Most of the places on the continent aren't particularly well defended. I've not got any large armies or anything. Oh, we can lay siege to Metz, can't we?
Sire. Moving to crush the enemy.
Well, there's really not a lot of point in me leading it just to when there's only 23 enemies. So we'll also resolve that. I wouldn't have been able to do that with only losing a man.
Victory!
So we can sack it or exterminate it. We'll just sack it. It's not too much of a big order problems. So we'll get the castle repaired and start building a garrison. Okay, cool. Our territorial position is expanding. See, the war with the Holy Roman Empire is going pretty well. We'll train some of these units that are getting damaged. Cool. Next turn. The Inquisition hunting around for people to murder. Thieves Guild headquarters in Cairo. 3 grand. Well, we'll have it. It's quite expensive, isn't it? I don't know what that gives us particularly. I didn't actually read it. Interesting. Their fans of infiltrating foreign courts. I guess you just get better quality spies, I think, if you recruit them. Milan at the Moors are at war. Blah 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 blah. Recruited some people at Gaza, recruited some people at Jerusalem, and retrained some people, which is all fine. Obviously, I knew that was all going on. Wow, an absolute ton of stuff is being built. Nothing relevant, and stuff like that. Okay. So, what are we doing? Firstly, I think we're going to deploy our army from Jerusalem. So Henry the Crusader, this is what's left of his crusading sergeants.
Orders, my lord.
Will carry on.
My lord.
Probably leave them with that lot.
As you will, my king. To battle.
Lay siege.
Noble sire.
Over here, obviously, we're just going to have to.
Siege,
wow, they are deeply unhappy. Wow, a lot more unhappy than I thought they were going to be. Let's move units then from here.
Orders. By your command.
Improves things a little, but now Gaza's unhappy, so we have to recruit more people at Gaza. I hope we improve the happiness elsewhere. So what are we going to build here? We could build a practice range for there, or a small chapel probably to start the religious conversion process. It's not helpful having that little army there.
Command me, sire. They'll wish they'd never
These guys are
been
just
born,
slowly continuing
sire.
to traipse across the desert.
I've tried whipping them, sire.
They're building. Alexander could be upgraded, build something else. We'll build more farmland. And the next turn, hopefully, we'll capture Acre. It'd be cool if we could capture Antioch before the Crusaders turn up, but I don't think we're going to be able to. It's not probably not realistic. So your Metz is ours, we know that. That's all looking good, I'm happy with that. Got the guys there. And we've not got our fleet back to move our, all our various generals back onto the continent yet, have we?
Set sail.
And we've got quite a large army, obviously, just garrisoned in Lisbon. Which we're going to have to do something about sooner or later. I don't quite know what. How many people can we support free with these walls? 4. Let's start recruiting these guys. Probably we'll just recruit 4. Then once they're there, we can actually then move the army out, or at least disband some of it, depending on what we want to do. I think that's pretty much all there is to do, isn't there? We're not a lot else going on. We can continue our crusade against the Germans shortly. Okay, next turn. Metz is kind of a nice one to go. I like having castles because obviously it gives you much better access to better units for recruitment compared to like the cities where everyone's within militia and pretty useless. Another thief. I don't need another Thieves Guild. The Thieves Guild's absolutely everywhere at this rate. Howard of Hartford. There is rioting in Jerusalem. Well, we kind of expected that, didn't we? We'll continue the recruitment drive. Perhaps send over another unit.
Sire, as you wish.
There we go. Let's kind of put everyone at least vaguely back on the straight and narrow. We can group someone there. But relations with Milan. Cardinal dies. Rioting. It's pain in the Moors. Large town with upgrade. That's fine. Cool. So that all seems to be going well. Obviously our army at Lisbon is slowly being upgraded and recruited. Let's go through all our cities, see what we've got that needs to be built. Paris can have some irrigation. Or a fairground, increasing tradable goods. Metz, probably have the drill square because that's a military base. Cairo, is everyone happy-ish there? They are, so let's keep working on the farm upgrades. Chapel at Gaza. Jeddah's just going to be a full castle at this rate. Yeah, that's quite expensive, isn't it? But there we go. Really worth it. Dublin, Carnarvon, nothing. Reims, has got more stuff that we will be able to afford soon. Afford a fairground. Let's do that. And that's basically our money. So next turn. I can see a war's going to break out with the French again eventually. They don't seem to be in a particularly strong position, the French, because we seem to own more of France than they do. Blockaded. I don't think that little piddly fleet's going to hold up against our Grand Fleet for very long. Why is this guy walking so painfully slowly? I mean, he's about to try and kill one of my generals. But I don't know why the process has to be so slow. He can walk at his normal speed. Just him. Oh, the witch survived. Rebel army moving around in our territory. Should probably do something like that, but I can't really be bothered. God, we're on a really slow turn this time. Absolutely everyone's starting their turn going really slowly, despite me telling them to speed up. Wow, that was a long one. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Oh, we'll have a swordsmith guild, definitely. Try to kill Anthony. How could you?
Aye, sire. A fine day.
So let's start
my lord.
to move all these people.
Yes, sir. Full sail.
No.
Sire, we are leaving the ships. Fleet ready, sire. Yes,
We
sir.
can
Full
start to
sail.
repair the fleet at London, which is fine. We're still not making that much money. Where is all our money going? So much on corruption, isn't there? We're losing a lot to corruption. to army upkeep, but not. I don't know where a lot of our money seems to be disappearing, doesn't it? I'd thought we'd be making more by now, but I guess not. So these guys are slowly still moving across. Oh, next turn looks like they'll arrive and they can actually lay siege. Let's just take. No.
Yes, my liege. By your will, sire, we shall engage.
Should we fire this? Let's lead Henry the Crusader into battle.
We march into battle.
I like Henry the Crusader. He's my best general, I think. Well, he's got the Ark of the Covenant with him, so it's always in his favour. Makes him pretty unstoppable, I think. Right, we'll start deployment. Nothing really to deploy. Yeah, the Sudanese tribesmen, I don't really care about them. I'll certainly go for the gates. Who have we got on ladders? Some armoured sergeants or armoured swordsmen. They'll be more than capable of dealing with these guys, I should have thought. And then we'll move up with all our Crusader sergeants. You can probably drop that ram, to be honest. Let's head into fast forward mode slightly. These guys are going to get picked to shreds by the towers if anyone bothers to man them. Sometimes I find this game they don't really bother though. Are we on a double citadel? A double castle? It looks like we might be, mightn't we? They might be in another set of walls. Can't quite see. Maybe they're not. Come on guys, get closer. Set them all on fast forwarding to get to the walls as quickly as we can. All the towers are going to open up shortly because the troops are on the way. And there's the first towers opening fire. Now what have we got? Desert archers and spear militia. Okay, nothing to worry about there. No, it's just the one walled, a single walled castle. How's our ram getting on? Slowly. So let's
the ladders are now in place.
get all the sergeants
for the valor and force of our arms.
Moving up. As I say, these guys are always going to get beat to shreds because they've not got a lot in the way of shield defence. The heavy swordsmen should be able to get up the gateway. And they should be able to slaughter the spear militia. Okay, they are down. Ooh, first swordsman taken to battering. He's got behind already. Now we're starting to claim the kills already. Although we're taking a good few casualties as well. But once we start to get them on board, we'll start to kill them pretty quickly. Like we are now. Okay, good. Our ram should soon be at the gates despite the casualties. And after this, we can get all these guys to go after the archers.
If we remain true
and we'll have the walls.
Victory will be ours.
These guys look like they're about to waver anyway.
The battering ram is in place. It'll not be long before our enemy's defenses
and Henry
fall.
himself is with his royal bodyguards. Our mismatched Crusader sergeants walking up to battle. Should soon be through the gates. Yeah. Kind of surprised these guys haven't routed, to be honest. Oh, these are the desert archers who are trying to break through. We're starting to rack up casualties though, probably from the towers, to be honest. So I'd like to get through sooner or later. Okay, we're through.
Now is the time for brave hearts and brave deeds.
Drop the ram, obviously. Get through the gate. Get these guys moving up quicker.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today. The enemy's walls belong to us now.
Let's go for those archers. Get in that gate and get behind them and just slaughter them. They're throwing in their next unit of archers straight into us. Which our poor armoured swordsmen are having a bit of a rough time of it. Their archers should really rout. I would have thought of that. Got to get through this gatehouse with the arrow fire. I mean, our Crusader Knights. Start to bring these guys down. This lot can now start to really pressure these enemies here. Okay, we've got the walls now. Let's try and position these guys outside this gatehouse. If we can, because these guys are going to right outside of here. And obviously they're only going to fall back and regroup, so I want to try and kill as many of them as we can. The armoured swordsmen can regroup themselves in there.
Bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Is there anyone else left actually in the centre? A couple of light spearmen by the looks of it. Well, with this of you guys, you can move up to here. And you guys are chasing off. Good job. Move up there. Cool. So, all these guys knights actually caught up with these desert archers. Should be able to cut them down. And it's just this unit of town militia for us to kill. Don't engage the town militia.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Leave the town militia alone. You guys just engage the town militia, and you, and then we can recharge them with the knights in a little bit. Okay, form up. Come on, form ranks. I'll wait till the town militia are engaged. So can you get rear flanked if they don't turn around? It's like watching a unit of pikemen in an arena. And there go our crusading sergeants.
My lord, we've lost control of the castle.
I don't know if they're actually going to get a charge off. No, they're
Men
not.
are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
And that should be killed pretty quickly, I would have thought. It might take a few casualties, but I wouldn't have thought we'll take many.
By St. George, our men have slain the enemy general.
There's the enemy general.
These troops will lose their will to fight.
12 men left. 9. 4, 3. Lost the flag. 2, 1.
This is a
Hey, there
clear
we go.
victory that goes to only men of
Okay,
great
so we're now in
virtue
Acre
and
as well.
valour.
Cool. Things are going well. We've lost 62 men in that, actually, quite a few. Got the stars. Henry the Crusader's got probably gained more now.
Honor, victory.
What's the happiness of that settlement?
My lord,
Okay, so we'll just sack
our
it.
courage and honor have
Okay.
conquered.
So Henry the Crusader is now even better. See, with his Ark of the Covenant, you can never lose. And our Middle East campaign is getting better and better. We're starting to gain more and more ground. So I'm probably going to end this episode there. I think things have gone pretty reasonably. Things are going, well, we're a bit slow. I'm certainly not like Legend of Total War blitzing it in about 12 turns. But 58 turns and we're still not very far to conquering the world. But, you know, we are getting there. So, thank you for watching, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel for lots more Total War content. Thanks, guys, and I shall see you all on the next episode.